Dynamic Sauna brings healthy living and longevity to the privacy and convenience of your home or office. Assembly of your new Dynamic Venice 2 sauna is quick and simple, requiring only 2 people, a few tools, and about an hour of your time. Before you know it, you'll be on your way to enjoying therapeutic sauna sessions as part of your health and fitness regimen. Your Venice 2 sauna can be placed virtually anywhere in your home or business. It can be installed in any indoor room you desire and on a wide variety of flooring surfaces, including tile, carpet, laminate, and hardwood. It just needs a level surface and a dedicated electrical outlet close at hand. Dynamic saunas are constructed of the highest quality reforested Canadian Hemlock wood. Be assured they exceed the highest industry standards, so they heat up faster, consume less energy, and are environmentally sound. Incorporating far infrared technology, the sauna is designed to operate at a lower room temperature of 120 to 130 degrees Fahrenheit for both maximum effectiveness and comfort. The digital controls allow the heat emitters to cycle on and off to maintain the temperature without overheating. Additional features of a dynamic sauna include an MP3 auxiliary connection with built-in speakers and color therapy lighting system for additional comfort to maximize your sauna session experience. In this segment, we will review delivery and unpacking of your new Dynamic Venice 2 sauna. Assembly is swift with 2 people working together. Your sauna will be delivered curbside to your home in 3 boxes. We recommend removing freighting materials curbside and clearing a space in your home or office, as the Venice 2 sauna is intended for indoor use only. Using a standard pair of scissors or a box cutter, remove outer boxing materials and shrink wrap, taking care not to damage the boxes themselves. Open the box and remove the contents. Inside the box, you will find the Venice 2 sauna. There are 3 main parts of the sauna. These are the wood cabin, the infrared heat emitters, and a control system to operate the sauna. The individual parts for wood cabin assembly include 1 floor panel, 1 right side wall panel, 1 front panel with a glass door, 1 left side wall panel, 1 rear wall panel, 1 roof panel and optional roof cover, 1 bench heat emitter panel, 1 bench, and 1 door handle assembly. Your sauna comes standard with an interior and exterior control panel, an MP3 auxiliary input jack with built-in speakers, and a reading lamp. A shelf for an MP3 player is also included as an optional accessory. Also provided is 1 hex wrench and 4 hex screws. You will need a Phillips head screwdriver. A battery-powered screwdriver will make assembly easier. You will also need a half ladder or tall step stool, as well as a standard pair of scissors. In this segment, we will review some of the important features of your sauna. First, your sauna is controlled by the power supply box, which is installed on the roof panel of your sauna. It contains inputs and outputs connected to all of the components of the sauna. This is the control center of the sauna room and will need to be set up properly once assembly is complete to make sure everything functions correctly. Through the power supply box, you will control the main power to the sauna room, power to the heat emitters, and the reading lamp, speakers, and other features. You can identify each of the sauna room panels as described next. Note the features of each panel that will both help to identify them and to help you orient them properly as you assemble the sauna room. The floor panel has a floor heat emitter panel that will be oriented at the front of the sauna room. All of the wall panels sit on the floor panel. The rear wall panel and the front wall panel are the largest wall panels. The rear wall panel also has 2 heat emitter panels installed in it. The front wall panel has a glass door. The right side wall panel and left side wall panels are both the same size and have heat emitter panels installed in them. When placing the side wall panels, note that the stationary glass panel in each of the side panels will go towards the front of the sauna room. As described earlier, the roof panel contains the power supply box. It also contains the speakers, MP3 auxiliary jack, and reading lamp. Once the sauna room is installed, the wiring harnesses, plugs, and all connections will be on the exterior side of the roof panel. In this segment, you will learn how to assemble the sauna walls. First, you must choose an appropriate location for your sauna. There are 3 primary features of an appropriate location. It must be dry, the floor must be level, and it must be away from any water source. Additionally, you'll need convenient access to a dedicated 15-amp, 120-volt electrical outlet. Now you can begin assembling the sauna, starting with the floor panel. Place the floor panel on the floor in the desired location. The heat grids should be facing up and should be at the same end that the front wall will be located. The floor heater cord will be oriented on the left side and to the rear of the sauna. Next, take the front wall panel and place it onto the front end of the floor panel in the wood guide inserts on that end. Hold the front wall panel upright. Then, take the left side wall panel and place it on top of the floor panel in the wood guide inserts on the left side. Align the metal guide insert brackets on the front wall panel and the left side wall panel to each other. Lift the left side wall panel to lock the metal guide insert brackets onto the front wall panel. Then secure the brackets by pulling downward on the left side wall panel. Test to ensure the metal guide insert brackets are locked into place. Also, check the top of the 2 panels to make sure they are flush with each other. Repeat these steps to secure the right side wall panel to the other side of the floor panel and the front wall panel. Next, locate the buckles on the rear wall panel. Remove the protective papers from those buckles. Then lift the rear wall panel and place it on the rear end of the floor panel. Securely attach the buckles to those on the left side wall panel, then on the right side wall panel. Last, you will install the roof panel. Note that the power supply control box is on top of the roof panel when installation is complete. The edge of the roof panel nearest the power supply box is the front end of the roof panel and should be oriented toward the front wall panel. There are holes in the roof panel meant for the wires coming in and out of the power supply control box. Feed the control wiring harness and buzzer connection up through the holes in the roof panel before placing the roof panel on top of the wall panels. Be careful not to force anything and confirm all wires are properly fed through the holes to avoid damaging them. The roof panel should sit snugly into the right side wall panel and the right side of the front wall panel. Pull down on the roof panel slightly to make sure it is securely in place. In this segment, you will learn how to install the sauna bench and door handle. Starting with the sauna bench, identify the bench heat emitter panel. Using the guides on the left and right wall panels, slide the emitter panel into place at an angle until it is seated securely between the 2 wall panels and the floor panel. Next, plug the bench heat emitter connector to the inlet located on the right side of the rear wall panel. Then, plug the floor heat emitter panel connector into the other inlet on the left side of the rear wall panel. Now you will install the bench. Make sure the smooth and finished side of the bench is facing up as you slide the bench at an angle into the horizontal bench guides on the left and rear wall panels. The guides are positioned just over the bench heat emitter. Fully insert the bench all the way to the back of the sauna room up against the rear wall panel. For additional security, you can use the Phillips head screwdriver to screw the bench down into the rear wall panel. Next, you will install the door handle onto the glass door. If it is already assembled, carefully disassemble and set the pieces aside on a flat surface. There are 2 white washers which will sit on either side of the glass door. one on the inside and one on the outside when the door handle assembly is complete. Taking the provided screws and the door handle assembly, insert the screws from inside the glass door toward the outside. Install the outside door handle onto the screws from the outside. Reconfirm the white washers are on either side of the glass door. Now tighten the screws, being careful not to over-tighten, as this can cause damage to the glass door. Next, install the interior door handle onto the screws inside the glass door. Now tighten the set of screws using the provided hex wrench, taking care not to over-tighten. In this segment, you will finish assembling the sauna. First, you will connect the control box plugs from the roof panel that will allow you to operate your sauna. Verify the labels on the plugs and connect the cords and plugs according to their respective labels. Connect the control wiring harness plug from the power supply box to the wiring harness control plug from the control panel. Then tighten them together using the screws on either side of the connectors to secure them. Next, identify both ends of the buzzer cords and connect those together. Now, you will check the temperature sensor. From inside the sauna, find the temperature sensor and remove the protective covering. If necessary, maneuver the temperature sensor so that it is vertical and pointing downward. Your sauna may come with an MP3 shelf. If the MP3 shelf is included, use the 2 screws provided to mount the shelf to one of the side panels or to the front panel. You may pick the most convenient location for your personal use. The last step in assembling your sauna is to install the optional roof cover. Please refer to the user manual for detailed instructions. Now, let's learn how to operate your sauna. First, make sure all components are properly installed and connected to the sauna control box. Then, plug the sauna power cord into the electrical outlet and press the power button one time. The power light will come on, and the time display on the control panel will display a preset time. The temperature display should show degrees Fahrenheit, and the control panel will flash. To adjust the temperature, first select Celsius or Fahrenheit by pressing the CF button. Then press the up and down arrows under temperature display to adjust the setting. To adjust the length of time you want the sauna to stay on, press the up and down arrows under the time display. Once you have set these adjustments, press the Start Work button. If you don't press the button for 5 minutes, the control panel will turn the sauna off. Once you press the Start Work button, the work and heat lights will come on and the emitters will start generating heat. The sauna room will slowly warm up to reach your desired temperature setting. Remember that just like opening an oven door when it is preheating, opening the sauna room door before it has reached the desired temperature may prolong the amount of time necessary to reach your set temperature. 5 minutes before the session time is over, the buzzer will sound for approximately 15 seconds to warn you. At that time, you can either allow the time to run out or you can adjust the time remaining by pressing the up or down arrow under the time display on the control panel. While you are resetting the timer, the control panel will flash and the heat emitters will stop generating heat. When you have finished resetting the time, press the Start Work button twice. The control panel will then stop flashing and the emitters will start generating heat again. Note that the heating times can vary and can be affected by the indoor temperature. Generally, it should take approximately 20 to 30 minutes to bring the sauna room heat up to 47 degrees Celsius or 118 degrees Fahrenheit. The cooler the ambient temperature around the sauna room, the longer it will take to preheat the sauna room. It is recommended that you start using the sauna room at a set temperature of 46 degrees Celsius or 115 degrees Fahrenheit and remain in the sauna at that temperature for about 15 minutes. As you become more comfortable with using the sauna, you can gradually increase the temperature and time period you're in the sauna to satisfy your personal preference. When the sauna room temperature reaches the setup value, the digital control will regulate the heat and maintain that temperature. The work light will stay on, and the heat light will turn off on the control panel. Whenever the inside temperature drops approximately 4 degrees, the heat light will turn back on, and the emitters will begin generating heat. The digital control will make sure the inside temperature will remain close to the setup value you entered. If your sauna has optional reading lamps, roof lamps, or color therapy lamps, these accessories are operated by pressing the respective operating buttons located toward the center of the control panel. If your sauna has the chromotherapy or color therapy lighting, they can be operated by a special remote control. First, ensure the remote control has a battery installed. Next, press the reading light button on the control panel. The white light will come on in the sauna room. Then use the remote to point it at the light and press any of the colors on the remote to display that color. You can also use the shade button on the remote to display a sequence of colors. Press the power button to turn off the light at any time. Please note, the remote only works while you are inside the sauna room. This segment will discuss tips and safeguards for using your sauna. If you take a hot or warm shower or bath before you use your sauna, you may perspire more while in the sauna and experience more comfort. Your body needs to be properly hydrated, so be sure to drink water before, during, and after your sauna session to replenish your body fluids. Make use of the movable roof ventilation or leave the sauna door slightly open to help regulate the temperature inside the sauna to your comfort level. During your sauna, you should use 2 or 3 towels to help with moisture absorption. Fold one towel and place it on the bench to sit on. You can put a second towel over your lap to trap the heat for your legs and feet. Use a third towel to wipe perspiration from your body as needed. There are some basic safety precautions to follow when using your sauna. Carefully read and follow all instructions that came with your sauna before using the sauna for the first time. The sauna should be used by adults only. If you are pregnant or may be pregnant, contact your physician prior to using the sauna, as exposure to high temperatures can pose significant fetal risks during pregnancy. People using medications for health reasons should consult their physician prior to using the sauna. Ensure that your sauna's power cord is plugged directly into a dedicated 15-amp, 120-volt outlet. Do not use any power adapters or extension cords. Make sure to inspect the sauna room and sauna components for correct operation prior to every sauna session. If components are not operating properly, contact the manufacturer and do not use the sauna. When cleaning the sauna, be sure to unplug the sauna from the wall outlet first and use only plain water and a soft cloth. Do not use cleansers inside the sauna room. In this segment, we will address some common problems you may encounter when operating your sauna. If no heat is coming from some of the heat emitters, there could be a few different causes. First, ensure that all of the heat emitter cords are properly connected, including those on the roof and underneath the bench. If all the cords are properly connected, but only some heat emitters are working, it is possible there is damage to one or more of the heat emitters. Do not continue to operate the sauna in this case. Please contact the manufacturer for replacement parts. If none of the heat emitters are working, but the cords are all connected and the control panel displays the time and temperature, the cause may be the temperature sensor. If a spare temperature sensor was provided with your sauna, turn the control panel off and check the red and black wires on the roof near the air vent towards the rear of the sauna. Disconnect the wires labeled temp sensor and connect your spare temperature sensor. To test the spare sensor, insert it down through the vent on the roof temporarily so it is inside the sauna. Then go back to the control panel and press the power button to turn it back on. If the heat emitters start generating heat within several minutes, then you can remove the original temperature sensor from its hole and insert the spare sensor in its place. If the control panel is malfunctioning and it will turn on but not off, and the displayed numbers are flashing, then the problem may be the connection with the control wiring harness. Go to the roof and find the control wires you connected when installing the sauna. Check the connection, disconnecting them if needed. Make sure the pins are straight and then reconnect the control wiring harness securely. If the control panel still is not responding properly, contact the manufacturer. Similarly, if the control panel has other issues, such as the lights are not coming on or the buttons are not working, the panel may have been damaged and may need to be replaced. Contact the manufacturer for solutions. If the entire sauna shows no signs of having power, there could be a few different problems. First, check to make sure all power cords are connected, not damaged, and the power supply is plugged into the wall outlet. You should also verify your main circuit breaker hasn't tripped. Then check the power supply box on the roof of the sauna to make sure it is working properly. Verify there are no strange odors or sounds. In some cases, you may need to reset the power supply box. Go to the roof of the sauna and press the reset button on the power supply. The reset button is on the same side of the power supply as all of the heater cord connections. As previously discussed, you may also check the temperature sensor and try using the spare temperature sensor. Also check the connection of the wires labeled control running from the power supply box. Congratulations! Your sauna is now fully assembled and ready to use. Enjoy your own personal sauna time at your convenience and in maximum comfort. For your convenience, the Venice 2 sauna is also available in a one-person model, the Barcelona, and the Madrid 2, which accommodates up to 3 people. For additional information or missing parts, please contact the manufacturer directly.